Hello! I hope my microphone's working. I never know with this wireless thing from Amazon. But anyway, today is my first run. I just ran a little short 1.75 mile, 1.75 mile run because I have a slight cold today. And today is Monday. And on Saturday, I have my first 5K race of the year. I ran a 5K race, but it was supposed to be a 10K relay race, but I ran 5K, but it wasn't an official 5K. This is the first 5K race of the year this Saturday. So I'm kind of trying to take it a little easy for my cold and a little bit of a taper because I've been training hard. So today was my first run in the new Hoka Speedgoat 5s, which I have been stalking, waiting for it to come out. And because for the past couple years, all I've been wearing is my Hoka Speedgoat 4s. Speedgoat 4s. Speedgoat 5s. So, let me tell you my first impressions of my first run. I paid for these with my own money. I bought them from REI. I ordered some online, but then I went to the store the first morning. I ordered them online the first morning they came out, and I went to the store the first morning when the store opened because I wanted to try them on. And so I have one pair and another pair on the way, just in case. So I've been wearing the Hoka Speedgoat 4s for a couple years for my running, and I love them. I love them. They have really saved my feet, even though I still get a little plantar fasciitis. But I roll out my foot now with a foot roller, massage roller I have, and that's staved it off. And I just love Hokas because they're very well cushioned. They came out with a wide size. These were a wide size. And they have plenty of room in the toe box. The wide was plenty big for my foot. I wear a 9.5 wide. Very comfortable, lots of cushioning. And so I didn't get the running injuries that I've had from other shoes. I've just found Hoka's to be the most cushioned. And I love the Speedgoat 4s because I live in Washington State, which is rather rainy and wet. And it has a little bit of rubberized around here. So this is like an overlay of a little rubber. So they're a little bit waterproof and back here. And so they really serve me in the wet. They've been great for wet weather for me. And underneath, I love them because they have a lot of lug action. They really grip well to pebbles, to rocks, to dirt. And I wear them on the road. So they're really my all-around shoe. I love them. I'm a very moderate runner. So I'm not in the lead or pro or anything of the like. So I'm just your moderate, lower average runner. So I love this for this climate I live in, and it's really comfy and cushy. However, the downside has been, I like the 9.5 wide, but then it's like too big up here. It's a little too big, but the not wide would have not been comfortable for me. This is a 9.5 wide women's. What's the other negative? The lace is always unlaced, so I double knot them, or they come undone. This is a little floppy up here, with lots of room though, plenty of room, but I do get a little toe rubbing, a little bit. Oh, and the biggest downside is they wear out for me very, very quickly. And I'm a very low mileage runner. Like, my training runs are probably 2 miles to 4.5 miles total, for 3 days a week. So very low mileage. And over a couple months, like these are my newest pair, but I've been wearing them a few months, but they wear very quickly on the bottom. And where I get worn out is here on my shoe, which is the right outside and the left outside. So I don't know what that means because I'm not a shoe expert, but those outside heel areas get really worn down. You can see it wore all the way to this stubble underneath here of the lug action is gone there, and you get actually to the bottom foam here. All the lugs are gone here. They're worn out here. They're kind of worn here. The rest of them are really nice and new looking, but I wear out my shoes right here. And they're completely worn out. And these are my newest pair. My older pair are worn in the exact same place. And then the cushion kind of dies also after about 6 months at the most. So for me, they're worth it because they're so comfortable. They have plenty of room in the toe box, lots of cushion, doesn't cause shin splints or Achilles problems. Pretty good for my plantar fasciitis that comes up. I love them. So I thought I would love the Speedgoat 5, and I do. My first impression was really good. I tried them on in the store, and they didn't have a wide, and in fact, an REI so far does not have a wide. Neither does the Hoka website. So I was kind of disappointed, and they only have very limited sizes so far. So maybe the wide will come out, but I got a 9.5, and I was really worried because it was not wide. And when I tried them on and when I wore them at first at home, I could feel that they were tighter here on my foot on the side. And I was really worried about that. I was not happy about that. What's different is that there's this action on the ankle toward the Achilles. It's more open, so there's less rubbing right at your Achilles here. The old version is just a straight up heel. The new version has this nice flange out, which is comfortable, and your Achilles gets more freedom. The tongue is still thin, but it has this weird butterfly kind of effect. A little more, I think the old tongue is thin and rubbery with a small curve. This one has much more of a butterfly kind of winged cutout effect. I don't know why that is, but so far it's okay. The laces go down farther toward the toe, which I like. People have been complaining about that online, but I like it because this version, it was too loose and floppy with that on this part of my foot. So this one seals it down much better on my foot. I really actually like it. There's also this cutout. I don't know what that's about. I heard there's more Evo design, foam design. I think they're using a little bit of material, different materials. It's a little maybe lighter. I don't know. Let's see the bottom. The bottom is pretty much the same. It looks like a little more lug action here at the bottom. The design is pretty similar. I hope they're using a harder rubber on the bottom so it doesn't wear out as quick, but we'll see. What else is different? The upper material is different feeling. There's still some rubberized around the toe area, which is good. It means it'll keep that waterproof effect for me a little bit. So I was really trepidatious because it was not a wide, and I was really afraid I'd get a lot of rubbing. But I was really surprised on my little first run. It turned out that this new upper design is softer and it felt like a sock on top. It fit much better than my Speedgoat 4s, which are floppy fitting up here in this area. They've always been really floppy. I'd rather have them too floppy than too tight. But I just had to get used to it because I didn't want it tight. So, but this version, it fits, the whole upper fits like a sock. And it did not feel too narrow. I was afraid it was going to be too narrow because it's not wide. It's a 9.5. Plain. 9.5B. Women's 9.5B, which is normal width. Whereas I usually get the 9.5 wides. So the moral of the story is I really liked it. I was really surprised. The fit is the same. Pretty exactly the same, except a little narrower up here before I ran. But it feels the same as the Speedgoat 4, which I love. When you put it on your foot. On running, it felt a little harder at the bottom when I had my foot strike onto the ground. It felt like it was a little harder, but there's a different material. It feels like right here inside. And I'm guessing it's the Evo material. So I'm hoping that works out, and I'm hoping to get a little more durability out of this model, the 5, because the Speedgoat 4 does not last on me except for a few months before it starts being eaten away and the foam condenses, and pretty soon it's kind of dead for me. So this one, I'm hoping it lasts longer, and I do love the new colors. So I'm super excited. I wanted to get this out there because I don't know who else is as excited as I am. I was watching pre-release reviews. So it's at REI, it was $155 US, which is a lot. But for me, if I can not be in pain during a run, after a run, and because of running, it's worth it to me. So I have high hopes, and I was happily surprised. So that's my first impression review of the Hoka Speedgoat 5. Today is March 29th, 2022. They came out Friday or Saturday was the release date. So again, there was only limited sizes and no wides, but the 9.5 seems to work. Okay. Let me know if you have questions below, and have fun. Let me know how you like them. Bye.